Second day of season. Mal's got a 5x6, or 5x4, never mind. And we're out here at this unit, which is classic. We all got a big buck contest, but I got a draw tag later in the season. And we glassed up a fork and horn, 700 yards in this unit. I got the new 6.5 300, and I kind of want to take a shot at her, take a poke at her, because I haven't shot anything with it. So we're just gonna get set up and just see what happens. Today, another afternoon. It's a beautiful Friday. Well, actually, it's not beautiful. It's kind of sunny. Wish it was raining already. It's supposed to rain tomorrow or tonight, whatever. Basically, we're going back same spot. We're gonna go try to kill either that 4-point or that sporky that comes out every night, except the night we went to go shoot one, of course. This time we got Morgan.
What's up?
You always see Morgan, turkey videos, buck videos, all that stuff. We're taking him up in the mountains. He'll help us shoot this buck. We got Elijah,
Hey.
main shooter today. I didn't get on film, but this morning I tagged my general season buck tag this morning on a big fork and horn around this area, actually. Big fork and horn. Tagged him.
Smoked him.
Absolutely smoked him. I mean, shot him right through the heart. Put a few pictures here. And if you guys aren't following our Instagram, if you are, then you probably already seen the buck I killed. But it was more of a thing that we couldn't like dink around and get the camera on him. It was just more of he already had us locked down, and I was like, all right, just gonna shoot him. But anyway, guys, we're gonna get up here and hopefully see some deer. What is that? Fallen tree. 3 of them. I'll shoot it. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure your gun's dialed in and everything. Let him separate himself from the buck. Tall spike. Just watch. Okay. There's this spike. Good. Jacob, he's getting out of it. Alright. That might be a fork and horn. Is it a different one? Oh, big old buck. Big old buck just ran out. Huge buck just ran. I'm gonna get that one. Yeah, okay, hold on. I'll get that one. Big old buck. That's the 4-point. Hey, okay. Are you dialed in on the scope? Dialed. Okay. Alright. Get on him. Get on him. Don't touch. Get on him. Get on him. Is there one jacket? Quietly. Holy smokes. Elijah, don't shoot him till he's alone. I'll tell you when to shoot him. Just put it right on his shoulder. I think that's what we'll find. He's gone. No. I said get all east in and call him. He's the deer up by the timber. You can probably see his antlers from here. That just hit the motor. Yeah. In front of him. So just get on him. He's right there broadside. Okay. Yeah, we're on him. Hold on. Don't shoot him. Alright, right on his shoulder. Squeeze easy. Send it. Right. Back in. No, you hit him.
You hit him? Oh, yes.
All right, get back on him. He's just down the hill from that thing. You drilled him. He's standing right there.
Hold up.
All right, guys. Elijah just smoked that big buck. And it hopped out of the timber. Smoked him. Pretty sure we dropped him because the second shot, we never saw him run off, and he was like pretty far down in the unit. We looked around and we didn't see him, so pretty sure he dropped.
So Jake spots 2 does and a spike. So he's getting the scope dialed in for the spike. And I'm watching through the phone scope, 2 does and the spike. And while I'm watching him grazing, the 4-point runs out. I mean, you'll have to see the clip. Runs out and about had a heart attack. I mean, it was like straight out of a movie. It was epic. And then I was like, Bill, 4-point.
Is this top last year's hunt?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And with Morgan too.
Yeah.
Yeah, third.
Yes, sir, Morgan. You gotta watch it all.
That was actually a very
So how big was the shot? 580 yards, you said?
It was 518 yards.
518 yards. So this is 100+ yards farther than my shot last year. I think I had 415 yards with my fork and horn last year that Jacob glassed in. And I actually had to wait 15, 20 seconds for my, heart to stop pumping so hard. I had buck fever just so I made sure that I didn't miss. And Jake said I got him right above the shoulder. So we're gonna go find him. And
well, I think he hit him low shoulder because I was watching and I thought he hit low, or I thought like he missed low, and then I saw him, as you saw in the video, he's like limping, like he hit him right in the shoulder or low shoulder, and then he wasn't going down, so we put another bullet in him, and I'm pretty sure he just absolutely smoked him. But we're gonna go up there, see. We're running out of daylight, but we got flashlights, so. Well, guys, we're heading down here, trying to beat the darkness here, trying to get down there. I don't know, we're probably I don't know, a couple hundred yards from them. The nice thing is, well, there's pros and cons about that landing being there. One, if you're down there trying to shoot at these deer, if you try to shoot from those deer down here, and you're getting set up, and this happened the other day when me and Sawyer tried to shoot the same exact buck. That same exact buck came out, and me and Sawyer were getting set up to shoot him, and a car drove out to that landing right there and spooked the big 4-point. So we were like, oh, I wish that landing wasn't there. But now that we shot the big 4-point, it's nice to have that landing there. That way we could just, take the deer up to the landing, and plus it's just closer to be there than bombing off down to the drainage and up the hill. It's just a lot easier. But anyway, we're gonna get down here and hopefully get our hands on this beast. All right, guys, finally found some blood. Actually, quite a bit of blood. We were kind of losing. We knew we hit him, but I was kind of losing hope. Like we were gonna have to. Oh yeah, he's right here. Woo! He's right here. Woo! Buck down. Dude, I told you nice 3-point with eye guards.
What's that?
Nice 3-point with eye guards.
Sweet.
Yes, sir.
So I replayed that video when I was down there, and I was like, there's no way he was.
Here's the buck. Pretty nice 3-point with eye guards, so that's really cool. We've been on this buck for the past week, and we've seen this buck a couple times, and we knew he was a decent buck, and we knew he was at least a 3 or 4-point, and really cool stuff. That 6.5 300. This is the first year shooting it, and this morning I took it out and I shot that big old fork and horn that you guys seen earlier in the video. I'll show you a picture of it earlier in the video. Smoked it. Anyway, we haven't shot it really long range yet, and so I was like, this is the perfect test and stuff, and I was kind of iffy, but anyway, point is we're out there, and we know these deer come out at around 6:30. We know these deer come out to feed during night, and so we're sitting on that landing 530 yards away, and and there's this fern tree fern tree that's like fallen over but not quite, and the deer always come out from under that. So anyway, I'll glass every once in a while, and I'll glass the tree line, and then I see a deer standing under that fern tree. So I'm like, all right, there's a deer, guys. And so, so we get the spotting scope out, and we get the phone scope on him, and it's a doe comes out, and then a pretty tall spike comes out, and I don't know, he's about taller than his ears, and Elijah, doesn't care, he just wants the meat and stuff, and so he's like, all right, I'll shoot that thing, right? And so Elijah's watching the phone scope, and I'm dialing the rifle for the yardage, I'm ranging and all that stuff, and I just hear Elijah, big buck, coming out, and that's when he'll take over.
So it was epic. It was like an action scene for a movie. I'm watching the two does and the spike, and then this buck comes running out of the tree line like at full speed, and then stops in his tracks. And I was like, "You guys, big old buck." So Jacob had already, got the scope dialed in for that distance for the spike, but I was like, no, I'm getting this buck. So find him in the scope, and I'm shaking so bad. I got buck fever. I didn't have buck fever for the spike, obviously. I was just getting ready. But I see this guy, and then my heart's pumping, and I'm shaking, right? So I waited 15 to 20 seconds after I found him to squeeze the trigger because I didn't want to miss it. It ended up being 518 yards, which is 103 yards farther than my the buck that I shot last year with Jake.
Well, we thought this was going to be a do-over of last year where we'd have to come back in the morning to come find them. But, yeah.
Yeah, so I ended up shooting him 20 minutes before dark. And so we knew it hit him because he was gimping around.
Limping. And then the second shot, Elijah just smacked him. I mean, but we didn't see him run off or anything, and so we didn't have the phone scope on him at the time. We couldn't find him fast enough, and so we just was like, all right, smack him. And then we didn't see him run off, so we knew he had to be either kegged up somewhere or dropped right there. So then we bomb up to the landing, drop down. He was only about 300 yards from the top landing, and we were having a little bit of trouble finding blood just because it was getting dark. And we saw like 3 other bucks run off that was with them, smaller bucks. And anyway, I was just 100 yards from them. I was like, I feel like he's more this way, and I'm just walking down, and I see this little patch of blood. And of course it's dark, right? And so I'm like, all right, there's blood. And I yell it to them. I was like, hey guys, there's blood. And they're like, yeah, we finally found blood. And then literally, I don't know, a couple steps from me, there was a dead buck, but I couldn't see it until I turned the flashlight around. So that's pretty cool. So we're gonna get him gut up, and we're gonna try to call someone who has a, I don't know what you call those things that reel them up.
It's some sort of kind of like it's kind of like a boom like you use for commercial fishing, I think, something like that.
It's like a.
I don't know. It's back of the truck.
We don't know.
Hook it to the leg and
it's a
pulls it up.
winch.
A winch, yeah, that's what it's called.
There you go.
And we're gonna try to see if they can come up here and do that, but if not, then it's not that bad of a drag. So, yeah, we'll just that's stuff. All right, thanks for watching, guys.